Hi again to another of my lockdown shows. If this is your first one or you didn't see last week's one, last week my lockdown show was a countdown show. I basically got all my fans to vote on their favourite Otway songs and the ones they would like to hear, and I played the top 6 Otway songs. But what I thought I'd do this week was do something quite interesting. I thought we'd pick out the pointless songs, you know, the ones none of them wanted at all. And funnily enough, there was quite a lot of those, so they're quite a big choice. And when I was looking through the songs that were pointless, a lot of them were pointless for different reasons. And the first one I'm going to do was pointless for this reason. It's not relevant anymore. But there was a time when it was relevant, and it was very, very important. Back in 2002, for my 50th birthday, we were having a big campaign to have a big top 10 hit record. And it turns out there were other people who wanted top 10 records as well. So they actually had competition. And it turns out that some of the competition was a stiff competition. Really? Because it turns out that Elvis was actually putting a song out, and I was up against Elvis. So I wrote this song about, you know, the fight I would have with Elvis to get into the British UK charts, and it's called Bunsen Burner versus Burning Love. Roll over Elvis or to step on your shoes. He's nothing but a rabbit with nothing to lose. It's now or never gonna be a fight. The headbutt against the wooden heart. Who them guys getting into the ring? One was a punk and the other's the king. It was from earth below to heavens above. It was Bunsen Burner versus Burning Love. Really freezing in the middle of winter. Oh, shook up and returned to sender. 21 days in a jailhouse rock. The one-hit wonder got a follow-up. Who them guys getting into the ring? One was a punk and the other's the king. It's from earth below to heavens above. It's a Bunsen Burner versus Burning Love. Viva Geneva! Viva Geneva! Viva! Viva Montreal! In the red corner, with one hit that soared to 27 in 1977, Mr. John Otway. In the blue corner, with 27 hits, who soared to heaven in 1977, Mr. Elvis Presley. Well, moon of Kentucky to the rising sun, got 17 records to #1. He's your guitar man, he's your teddy bear, but beware of the flowers, they're gonna get in me there. Who them guys getting in the ring? One's a punk and the other's the king. It's from up below to heavens above. It's a Bunsen Burner versus Burning Love. Viva Geneva! Viva Geneva! Viva, viva, viva Montreal! Bunsen Burner versus Burning Love. Bunsen Burner versus Burning Love. There you go. So, you don't understand, that's not relevant anymore. We had the hit, we had the top 10, and I can't usually say that I'm bigger than Elvis, but on this particular occasion. Alright, now, the next one is pointless because it's miserable. Right? It's just miserable. Basically, we're in a lockdown, and a lot of people come to sort of see something like what I'm doing tonight, because they think it's entertaining and it would lift them up. And what they don't want is to be reminded that they're on their own and you know, stuck there. And the reason nobody wanted this one is because they didn't want reminding, but I'm going to pick out 6 songs that are completely pointless, and so try this one. This one's called Duet. I can live solo, my life don't need to be a duet. and I can be forgiven for the time it takes me to forget. The melodies don't change, it's the harmonies that disappear. I just need to tell myself that solitude is easy and I can survive on my own. Life need not be empty, not together doesn't have to mean alone. If I've lost a friend, it is definitely not the end. I can carry on. It's just that I did not appreciate the plan was to play solitaire. I thought life was teamwork, and on my side I had a pair. But I can still win, even playing everything myself. I can live solo, my life don't need to be a duet. And I can be forgiven for the time it takes me to forget. The melodies don't change, it's the harmonies that disappear. There you go. That's... How do you cheer yourself up after that? I'll try with this one. This next song's pointless. And this came back when I was doing the Premature Adulation record. I remember thinking at the time, some people aren't going to give it good reviews. I mean, you know, it is going to be sort of like criticised quite heavily. One thing I thought was, well, why not just be my own critic and, you know, criticise it more than anybody else was going to criticise my record. So I wrote this. And the reason it's pointless, I think, is because if somebody's listening to an artist they don't like, I mean, or they do like, they don't really want to be told how rubbish the song is that they're listening to by the artist. You know, it's fine if you're saying, you know, in company and you're playing something that you like and they go, oh yeah, I like this. That's fine. But if it's the artist themselves saying, no, trust me, this is rubbish, you probably wouldn't play it. And if it came to vote for your favourite songs, it's not likely to be in there, is it? So there you go. This is the saddest sound since the blues. At length, in depth, and after one too many beers, he would sit and discuss the passing of the years. He'd talk about his destiny, his life, his creativity, but most of all, he'd discuss his deep sensitivity. So we held our breath. We waited to be told how he was going to make his mark upon the world. The tapestry he'd leave, the legacy he'd weave, and we all desperately wanted to believe. Then he made this crap record that was totally uninspired, called The Saddest Sound Since the Blues. And it was full of ahs and doobie-doobie-doos. It was the saddest sound since the blues. Anyway, remember me today for the pain I've suffered and the dues I've had to pay. There he goes, paying his dues. It's the saddest sound since the blues. He got this studio and got Richard on guitar, somewhere down in Harlow that I think they call the Square. He had Adams on the drums, and when he hadn't got a clue, he got Sarah Ross on harmony to do that doobie-doobie-doo. Well, it should have taken days, but it ended up being weeks, using megawatts of electricity and miles of tapes. And when they arrived to play us the results, well, we all looked at each other and said, heavens, what a waste. Because it was this crap record that was totally uninspired, called The Saddest Sound Since the Blues. And it was full of ahs and doobie-doobie-doos. It was the saddest sound since the blues. I have have no regret, 'cause I have paid my debt. I have given everything and taken nothing back. There he goes, paying his dues. It's the saddest sound since the blues. And it was full of ahs and doobie-doobie-doos. It was the saddest sound since the blues. That was pointless, wasn't it? Right, here you go. This one said, my notes. Keep dropping my capo. Oh yeah, I did this actually because last week I forgot to do like the birthday requests. And people say, can I say a happy birthday to them? And I just forgot. So this, I made a list, and first of all, happy anniversary to Mandy, Brian and David. No, Mandy, Brain and David. And Les Moore says, can I say happy birthday to Abby Hicks from Garou? Or he just said, call it Bridgend, if you can't pronounce Garou, which I can't. And Danny said, would you please say hi to Dave Allen? And what I'll do is I just mention the birthdays I didn't say last week, and just say sorry, and just say next time I meet up with you, I'll buy you a beer. Amanda Georgeson, Keith from Luton, and Jim Knowles, and I'll buy you a beer. And Dee said, could I say happy birthday last week to Jack Bruce, who's only 16, and it's unfortunate really for Jack, because he's only 16. Not only did he miss out on me saying happy birthday to him, he's not going to get a beer either. This one didn't get any votes, and I think the reason that this was pointless was because, you know, there's certain songs, and most people have them, that they remember, you know, from their past, and when you hear them, they bring back memories. And you can just imagine what it was like being there just by hearing the song. Right, well, there's songs that bring back memories that are not good. I mean, they are nightmares. And as soon as you hear the song, the nightmare comes flying back. So you're not going to vote for that one. Oh, I'd like to hear that. I'd like to hear that one. I'd like to go through that nightmare again. So this is one of these, because this song, when we were doing the movie, I had to deal with a terrible part of my life, which was the world tour. And we came across this song, which summed up how I felt about the world tour at that point, which was disastrous. I mean, you know, slit your wrists time really. So I'll play it by almost, you know, but, you know, I suppose you can see why it's pointless and nobody voted for it. I can still remember her saying everything isn't so blue. It's just the way we worry when we've nothing better to do. I could have followed my instincts. I could have noticed that the colours had run. I could have kept my eye on that cloud in the sky before it came between us and the sun. That summer we both got so busy and I was just trying to fly. I guess I got too dizzy from climbing too quickly, too high. I kept on believing that I could make everything right. I thought then that I could go back, but she'd already turned out the light. Dreams that perish by morning before they see the light of the day. Great flashes of inspiration when you just get carried away like nothing at all. Nothing at all. I remember her saying everything isn't so blue. It's just the way we worry when we've nothing better to do. Nothing at all. Dreams that perish by morning before they see the light of day. Great flashes of inspiration when you just get carried away. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Oh, there you go. It's great because doing this show, I really love it, because at the end of each song you can just go, you know, that was a bit pointless, wasn't it? And it makes sense. Okay, this song, I was nobody voted for this song, and I was quite surprised really, because I always thought it was good. I'll do a rundown, a list of a lot of the pointless songs that people didn't vote for, and I was quite shocked that some of them were on there, because you know, I wrote them and I think they're quite good. But maybe my daughter Amy is sort of right about this song. I wrote this song about this girl who was in the audience that kept looking at me when I was doing a gig. And now I was doing a show and she just kept looking at me. And I tried to explain what it was like to the band and they didn't get it because, you know, they're musicians and not pop stars. So I wrote this song about her looking at me, and it's called Her Eyes Were the Lasers of Love. And normally when I do it on stage, even when I'm doing it live, people don't know what I'm on about, but we do have a prop that does help, I think. Because you can see what it was like. You can imagine me on stage, I'm dealing with that, can't you? But anyway, this is pointless. Uncertain passion can happen in a moment. It can certainly appear in a flash. It only takes momentary weakness to start an adrenaline rush. I felt nuclear fission in my peripheral vision, and I really should have turned away. But then she looked towards my face and how about you selling her what came over me? Because all the information my brain was computing was coming to me at the speed of light. Oh, I thought I saw stars, and I thought I saw rockets, and I thought this is bonfire night. There was no reflection, just a straight connection. What the hell was I thinking of? And I thought, good grief, heavens above, those eyes are the lasers of love. I've always taken chances with romantic glances. I never thought I had to wear shades. But the last time it happened was a long time ago, when you know how the memory fades. The burning sensation kept my eyes wide open. I was taking everything in. But then it was too late. I had to retreat and I gave in. Lasers of love, trapped like a rabbit in the headlights of a car. Lasers of love, and you know it's gonna hurt and you know it's gonna scar. Lasers of love, with your head getting no and your heart screaming more. She said all is fair in love and war, and all the information my brain was computing coming to me at the speed of light. And I thought I saw stars, and I thought I saw rockets, and I thought this is bonfire night. There was no reflection, just a straight connection. What the hell was I thinking of? And I thought, good grief, heavens above, those eyes are the lasers of love. It's funny, when I played that song to Amy and said I'm writing a song called Lasers of Love, and she said, no Dad, that's just silly. This is probably right. Okay, we're coming up to last of my choice of pointless songs. Next week, what I'm going to do, we're going to do a show that's just a little bit better. Not a lot better, but just a little bit better than today's show. What we're going to do is we're going to play songs that only one person voted for. And now somebody emailed me and said, why don't you do that? Song that only one person voted for, then at least 6 people watching the show would be happy. But I had a more amusing idea. I thought, why not do songs that just one person voted for and then name and shame them? So this person was the only one that voted for this song. And the reason I think that's funny is when all this is over and you start going to gigs, right? And you sort of like start talking to other people, and one of them mentions their name, saying, I'm Joe Vlogs. Some people will be go, you were the one that voted for that song. What on earth did you do that for? And I just think that's really funny. What I could do is, if I know they were at the gig, I can point them out and go, that's Simon Harris, he voted for that song. So next week, that's the plan. Do a song that only one person voted for, and they will be named and shamed. Right? Funny thing about doing these lockdown gigs, when you do normal gigs, there's when people really enjoy the show, they go off to the merch stand to buy a t-shirt. We can do this with this. What I've got Deadly to do, Deadly the roadie, he's put up a merch stand on the lockdown thing, because we've done some lockdown t-shirts, or we're going to do some lockdown t-shirts. So if you don't feel you can watch a show like this without buying a t-shirt, you now have the opportunity. What I will do, because I don't know if you watch the show Pointless, what they do is they say, they do a list of other pointless things and say, well done if you got them at home. Well, some of the other pointless songs are Are You On My Side, Blue Eyed of the Bell, International Dateline, It's a Pain Judgment Day, Medieval Dance, Dream Makers, There's a War Going On, Three Kinds of Magic, well done if you got that one. You Are Breaking Up, Volunteer, What a Woman, When Love's in Bloom, and annoyingly for me, OK Father Christmas. Right? That's annoying because Rocking with the Reindeer wasn't pointless. And I've had the problem over the years with that Christmas single. Most people think Rocking with the Reindeer was better than OK Father Christmas. And I have to spend all my time telling them that they're wrong. It's not. Right? So we're coming up to the final pointless song. This is pointless for a reason. It's a song that you can't say its name. It's a bit like Voldemort in the Harry Potter series. Nobody likes you saying the name. It makes them feel uncomfortable. So, but you can read it. Okay, that's the song. And you won't believe this, but it's actually true. This actually came out as a record, on the record. It's on the second album, Deeper Meaningless. Now, Deeper Meaningless was the album that Willie was recording just after I released the solo single, Geneva, and he wasn't happy about it. And this is absolutely true. So he produced this, and it came out, and he didn't tell me. And for ages I sort of thinking, why don't people like this song? Why isn't it getting any airplay? And then Willie said, it's something to do with how you enunciate the chorus. And then it struck me. And then I did realise why, nobody's voted for it, why it's never had any airplay, and most importantly, why the girl I wrote it for didn't like it very much. The eyes of a girl hasn't seen the world. She's a lonely child and an only child. They often say looks old for her age. And it's in her blood and it's with her every step of the way. And I wouldn't wish it on you. Its colour is the bluest blue. It'd do the same to you. I've seen it all before. It's a pain that comes and goes. Every time you see the crowds and you're home again, alone again, the moment you see stars. The eyes of my friend were angry when she found that it was the only thing that ever made her cry in her blood. With her all the while, and I wouldn't wish it on you. Its colour is the bluest blue, it'd do the same to you. I wouldn't wish it on you. The eyes of my mother are very cold, they've known no other. They laughed and they've seen hard times, but her dreams have all been harmless, and her life ain't been as aimless as it is for some of us. And I wouldn't wish it on you. Its colour is the bluest blue, it'd do the same to you. I've seen it all before. It's a pain that comes and goes every time you see the crowds and you're home again, alone again, the moment you see stars. And I wouldn't wish it on you. Thank you. You would have thought Willie could have just told me and I could have just, changed the chords a little bit, wouldn't you? Great, so that's the 6 songs that basically you didn't want to hear. Next week, the 6 that only one person wanted to hear. Thanks for tuning up, if you're still there.